It's almost like survival mode kicks in. I don't know what this person is capable of doing. And you do whatever somebody tells you to do so that you can survive this, so that you can stay alive. Scared. I felt scared. So I grew up in Toledo, kind of, grew up with that unstable childhood. I was a teen mom myself, so I had my first son at 16, and then my second at 18, and my last son at 21, so a very young mom. I didn't encounter my trafficker till I was 30 years old. I was deep into my addiction. I was partially homeless. My kids were with my dad, my mom, and I was introduced to him through an acquaintance that I had met. It was supposed to just be a weekend thing to go hang out, and that's when we went with him and we went to Detroit. It was a weekend of drugs and partying and getting to the point of not even basically comprehending what was going on, and for this man to say that he's not taking me back home. I was sold in exchange money for sex. Any money that was made, of course, it went to him. There was never cash in my hand, but there were things as such as making sure I was fed, grooming as far as going to get your nails done, making sure you were tan, making sure you had clean clothes. I was staying in a hotel. A date, or John, as they would reference it, came to the hotel, and there were drugs in a drawer in the hotel room, so I was charged with felony possession for that. And then my charges at the end were in Macomb County, Warren. 2 counts, felony possession, and then a misdemeanor soliciting. I had went to jail. It's not the greatest thing that you want to do is go sit in jail, but that was what saved me from Detroit and from that life. That was definitely rock bottom.
I met Denise through Covered, which is a nonprofit organization that empowers women who are survivors of human trafficking and domestic violence.
I found out about the Joseph Project through Rachel. She attended a conference and met Nate.
And when I was introduced to Nate, he told me a little bit about it. I thought about Denise. And I remember her mentioning her charges a few times, and I was like, I wonder if, this could work for her.
They had connected me with an attorney who was going to represent me to help me get my record expunged, which is Tina. Tina is great. I never felt judged from her. She definitely made me feel like it was a safe space. Then we got our court date for Macomb County first via Zoom meeting. I didn't have to say anything. Tina did her thing and, presented the case to the judge. He accepted the expungement and everything was put in place. Oakland County, we got our court date for that. The day of the last hearing, the judge was very interested in the process of how I had got to where I was. So he really wanted to hear the story.
I recognize everybody as human beings as they come before the court. She's as much a victim as a defendant. And it wasn't until several weeks ago when she came in to have her criminal history expunged that I, for the first time, learned the rest of the story, and it really affected me. What I received out of it was, look what she overcame. I believe that she is the type of person that this law was designed for, and it is my honor and I'm most grateful to grant the petition and set aside the conviction.
It feels good, that I can finally say, I am no longer a convicted felon.
I remember when she texted me, I was at the gym and she said, sorry. She said, I'm no longer a felon. And I was just like, I literally cried at the gym because I couldn't think of a more deserving person.
For me, it's just another layer of freedom from the life